All right, Algebra 2, number 19 is an important one. In the game of corn toss, players throw corn-filled bags at a hole in a wooden platform. If the bag that hits the platform can hit any location with an equal likelihood, then find the probability that a tossed bag lands in the hole. This statement here where it says that if a bag hits the platform can hit any location with an equal likelihood, that just means, okay, we can use probability. We're assuming it's kind of just randomly being thrown. Obviously we know that's not exactly realistic, but still. It kind of shows if the likelihood is small that you'll get it in if you throw it randomly, then you know if you're getting it in all the time, you must be pretty good. Okay, so we have to figure out, basically in this situation, we have to figure out the area of the circle divided by, or over the area of the full rectangle in this little diagram here. Because that'll tell you how likely it is to fall in that hole. Okay, so we got to find the area of that little circle here. Now there's a trick to this, because you'll notice here this is in feet, whereas this is in inches. Now you can either convert the feet into inches or inches into feet, but you got to be using the same thing. Now I'll tell you, I didn't think of this at first. I started solving this problem, solved it all the way to the end, and it was like my answer does not make any sense because it ends up giving me this huge number for the area of the circle. And I was like, oh, that doesn't make sense. And I figured it out. So now I'm redoing it. That might happen to you, and don't get frustrated. You should try to find where your mistake is if you figure something out wrong. Alright, so I'm going to convert the feet into inches because I think that's a little bit easier. We don't have to deal with decimals or fractions or anything. So 4 feet is times 12, we get 48 inches. And then 2 feet times 12, that's 24 inches. Okay, so we need the area of the circle. We'll do that in red. So the area of the circle is going to be pi times the radius squared, which is, in this case, pi times, the radius is half the diameter, so 3 squared. That's 9 pi. All right, the area then of the full rectangle, full platform, is these two numbers multiplied by each other because it's length times width. 48 times 24, which is 48 times 24 equals 1,152. So now we just have to do divided by 9 pi divided by that answer. Now you can do 9 times 3.14159 or 9 times 3.14, but if you have a calculator that has pi on it, you can literally just type in 9 pi divided by 1152, and what you get is 0.0245. Doesn't matter how many decimal places as long as you put at least 2 and round correctly. Alright, so it's about 2.45%. And that's it.